everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video, and we're going to do a collection video of all of my vinyl records because I have a passion for collecting vinyl records, and my channel is called Lucy Loves Vintage, and I love all things vintage from the 50s to the 70s. So here is my vinyl record collection. We're going to start with my small records first, and then we're going to go on to my large records. They're not going to be in any particular order. Some are records that I got with my dad and he picked out. Others are country music to 50s to alternative, like all sorts of music in here. So we're going to start with this one. So this is Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes. And on the other side we've got I'm in Love Again by the Supremes. So this is the Supremes. I think the Supremes are wonderful. The reverb's great on their music. Love them. Love the Supremes. This is Fats Domino's Blue Monday. I think he's good. I have a lot of Fats Domino small ones because he's really easy to find and I really like it. Except I haven't found Blueberry Hill yet, but I want that. So this is Blue Monday. Then we've got another one by Fats Domino. Oh! I guess I do have Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino on here. So I love Blueberry Hill, and I'm so glad I have this one. I thought I didn't have it, but I do. Okay, some of these I don't know, but I looked them up. It Was I, Skip and Flip, and then Cherry Pie by Skip and Flip, the other side. This is My Old Flame, The Platters. And this one is I've Cried Before, Diane and the Belmonts. If I'm pronouncing that right, Diane and the Belmonts. I love all the old papers in there. They're really cool, the labels. This is, this is Chuck Berry. This is a lovely, cool sleeve. This is another Chuck Berry. I think he's great. This is Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. This is one of my favorite Chuck Berry songs, Johnny Be Good. Yeah. This is, let's pull it out because I can't read it because there's a paper. Oh, this is My Girl by the Mamas and the Papas. So the Mamas and the Papas are a group. They didn't last, they lasted so long, but then, they had troubles, people dated each other or whatnot. So this is the Mamas and the Papas. They're really good. I really like them. Ooh, and this really cool car on top of that one. So this is Fats Domino, My Girl Josephine on here. And When My Dreamboat Comes Home. My Girl I like that one, My Girl Josephine, and it's on the Silver Spotlight series. This one is Whole Lotta Lovin' Fats Domino. So I have a lot of Fats Domino because I like him. Then this is, so I was at a record store and my dad really likes trains, and so I came across this one and I thought this one was really cool. And it's called Sounds of 401. Smithsonian Institute, Washington, D.C. So this is a train record, and it's a Smithsonian Washington Institute. And yeah. This is Hum Diddy Do, Fats Domino. And These Eyes on the other side. You Put Your Arms Around Me, My Honey, Fats Domino, and 3 Nights a Week, Fats Domino. I have this one that is Loop-de-Loop, Johnny Thunder. This is Roly Poly, Joey D. And Hey, Let's Twist. This is a cool, iconic label here. Then we have a Motown label. This is There's No Stopping Us Now by the Supremes. And Love Is Here and Now You're Gone, the Supremes. Love the Supremes. So Young, the Ronettes. The Ronettes are another group that are like the Supremes. So if you like the Supremes, I would go check out the Ronettes. Be My Baby by the Ronettes too. Wonderful. Okay, so I love country music, and I don't listen to a lot of Johnny Cash or Patsy Cline, but I do like some Patsy. So here's Always by Patsy Cline, and I Will Sail My Ship Alone, Patsy Cline. My parents like them. Here's another cool label. This is Down the Road, the Bee Gees. They're another group. And Night Fever. They are like 70s. So the Bee Gees and this great like logo there, the cow logo. This is Baby That's Where It Is by the Michelle Trio or Mitchell Trio. I'm gonna put that up there so you can read that because I can't really, but I think that's how it is on Reprise. Then we've got Starting Over Again by Dolly Parton. I think Dolly Parton's a great country music legend, so I don't have much Dolly, but I love Dolly too. Then we've got another Bee Gees record that says Close Another Door, the Bee Gees. And Dream, Mr. Gable, You Made Me Love by Judy Garland on the other side. And this is two vinyls in here. It says Close Another Door, the Bee Gees, and then it has the Judy Garland in here. So yeah. Then we have You're the Only One by Dolly Parton here. It looks like we're gonna take this one out. It looks like this. I'm gonna move on to the next one. We have another Dolly Parton one. But You Know I Love You by Dolly Parton. And then Poor Folks Town on the other side. A lot of these are from Amoeba Music. And then Won't You Come On Back, Fats Domino. And Hands Across the Table, Fats Domino. Then we've got I Want You to Know, Fats Domino, and then the Big Bait, Fats Domino, the Big Beat. Little Mary, Fats Domino, and Prisoner's Song, Fats Domino. You can see a theme. A lot of my small records are Fats Domino. And then this one that says When Will I Be Loved, the Everly Brothers. They're another good group. Let It Be Me, the Everly Brothers. So those are my small records. Now we're gonna go on to my large records. So these are not in any particular order, like I said. So this is the first one. This is going to be the best of the Doobies, Volume 2. This is one my dad picked out at Mill Valley Music. And so this is the Doobie Brothers, and I'm going to take it out so you can see the sleeve. And it's just a standard black from Warner Bros. Records, so that. I don't particularly listen to this one a ton, but if my dad wants to listen to it, I may put it on for him. But it was not too expensive, so we were like, yeah, what the heck. So if you get the chance to go to Mill Valley Music, I recommend it, but it is, going to be a little more overwhelming, but prices aren't too terrible. You just got to look at this one and look at them. So yeah, there's the Doobie Brothers. Then I got this at a thrift store. This is the Beach Boys in concert. So yeah, the Beach Boys are wonderful. A lot of their music sounds the same, but we're just gonna. And I have these. So my favorite inner sleeves are the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab inner sleeves. So I keep all my beautiful records in there. So inside it's in one of those, and it's just a black vinyl. And so I have the Beach Boys. That's the second one. Then we have a Christmas record here, and it says The Sounds of Christmas, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole, Peggy Lee, Tennessee Ern Ford, Nancy Wilson, The Letterman, Glenn Campbell, Franco Corelli, and the Hollywood Pops Orchestra. I think that's how you say all those names. This is the stereo Playboy on stereo and monophonographs. The Sounds of Christmas Volume 2. There's a beautiful picture. I don't have the best Christmas record collection, but I have a couple, so that's good, because Christmas records can cost a pretty penny. So I have RCA Stereo, Christmas with Julie Andrews. So this is my Julie Andrews Christmas record. I really wanted this for a long time. So if you get the chance to get this, you can get Julie Andrews. She played Mary Poppins. Then I have Christmas at Our House, Favorite Christmas Carols, Martha Tilton, and other great Hollywood vocal stars. And this is what that looks like. Okay, so this record, when I started collecting records, my sister actually got me this. I don't know much about this group, and I've only listened to this record like about 3 times, maybe, not very much. But it's called Men Without Hats and Rhythm of Youth. So this is like one of my like alternative music. So it has, this is the back, but I don't know much about it, but I keep it in my collection because it reminds me of my sister, because she gave it to me. Then I have the Mamas and the Papas Deliver. I got this at Amoeba Music. I want to collect more Mamas and the Papas stuff, but their stuff could be kind of expensive, so I got this one. This one is, okay, so there's a record store in Berkeley that is next to the Amoeba Music, and they had this one on super sale. So this is the era and the memorable songs and hits, the decade of the 50s. So this is 50s hits, and it goes out like this. So this is the record sleeve. It's really cool. And on the inside, it has this. And then the records in here are just standard black, but yeah. When there is not a standard black, I will try to, pull it out when I remember. So this is the Flamingos. And I love this album cover, so I got this one at Amoeba Music. So this is the beautiful pink in their retro section in the back. Then we have a really cool record. Sometimes you'll go to a record store and you'll come across records that are just, you don't expect to see. So this is Jazz at the Olympics. So they pressed a record for Jazz at the Olympics. I got this at my local record store. So this is Jazz at the Olympics. Let's see. This is just a black pressing, Jazz at the Olympics. Then for Valentine's Day, I have Charlie Brown Presents You're in Love, Charlie Brown. So this is a read aloud disc, which means there's a story that a narrator reads. So this is Charlie Brown, and I love this one because even though I've heard the story multiple times, I love that I have a Charlie Brown record. So yeah, I have that. Then I have Leroy Anderson, and I have this because my mom was talking about her childhood. And so she brought up Leroy Anderson, and I listened to him, and I was like, oh, he's not bad. He's kind of classical, but he's like a little different. So here's Leroy Anderson. Then I have Peter, Paul, and Mary, because I don't really listen to Peter, Paul, and Mary, but I know who they are. So here is a Peter, Paul, and Mary, standard black. Then we have another Christmas record, White Christmas, Bing Crosby. But this is the Joker production, so it's a little different, but yeah. It was White Christmas, Bing Crosby. I love the movie White Christmas. You should go watch it. Okay, then we get into our first country record. So I was lucky enough to go see Carrie Underwood live in concert. And so this is their Denim and Rhinestones album by Carrie Underwood. And here's the back. And I'm going to show you this record inside because this is a beautiful color. So let me take it out of the sleeve so you can see. This is like this is like Speak Now purple, if you know Taylor Swift. But this is a beautiful record. It needs to be cleaned, but it is love variants. When I get a colored vinyl record, I just think everything of it. I will soak it up because I think they're prettier than the black records. So there's Carrie Underwood, Denim and Rhinestones. Then we have the Shepherds, 18 vocal group performances by the Masters of Soul and Harmony. So this is the Shepherds, and I have this on the back, and this is in standard black. So the Shepherds. Then I have another Christmas record, Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Burl Ives, standard black pressing. Ooh. So then we have The Age, Aquarius by the Fifth Dimension. I think the Fifth Dimension is really good. They have a really good song I like. So this is standard black. And yeah, I think the Fifth Dimension is a really cool group. And yeah, so this is the Fifth Dimension. Then we have another country record. We have Rocky Mountain High by John Denver. John Denver, great. Didn't last very long because he died in a crash. But, you know, I love John Denver. So this has Rocky Mountain High, Paradise, Darcy, Pharaoh, Mother Nature's Son, For a Baby, For Bobby, Prisoners, Goodbye Again, Season Suit, Summer, Fall, Winter, Late Winter, Early Spring, Spring. But I got this for Rocky Mountain High because it goes, Colorado, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High, Colorado, Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High. That one. So then we have the King Family album. And so I have this one because they came out with a Hawaiian album that's really kitschy and fun that we'll see later that I love. And so I got this one, the King Family music. I don't like this one as much, but yeah, I have the King Family music in my discography here. Then we have the Best of the Andrews Sisters, Volume 2. So this is them. And it folds out to like that. And Andrews Sisters. And it is standard black. Then we have the first record that I ever picked out myself. So I got this record player that I have for Christmas. I have a Fluence RT81 record player. And this is the first record I went to the thrift store and I picked out this record myself. This is the first one I picked out myself. And this is a this is stereo Sounds of the 60s. You have to kind of turn it up and turn it down because it's not quite produced right. But this is my first colored record. It's kind of like clear. It's so pretty. So I like having this in my collection because of the color. So that's that. Then we have the best of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. Boy, if you want 50s music, listen to Frankie Lyman. So this is Frankie Lyman. This is a standard black, and there's a picture of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers on there. Then we have 60 Years of Music of America's Lover's Best. So we have this. It has Frank Sinatra, Glenn Miller, Harry Belafonte, Benny Goodman, Ted Weems, and so many more. It has so many more. Bing Crosby, so many more. So there are some on there. Then we have one of the records that I got for Christmas when I got the player. It is called Mary Martin, The Sound of Music. So this is the Sound of Music soundtrack. And I really like this one. I've only seen The Sound of Music once, but yeah, because it's a long movie, but I really like this one. Then we have, so my class was going on a little field trip, and so we were doing like thrifting for the day, and we were doing a little bit of thrifting, and so I got Walt Disney's Happiest Songs on it. Julie Andrews, Dick Van Dyke, Tommy Steele, Mary Martin, Louis Prima, like all those. So I like this one. I don't listen to it a ton, but yeah. Okay, when we're talking about the 50s, you may think of this person. This is Buddy Holly, and this is my first and only picture disc, so I'm going to show this one to you. This is Buddy Holly, and here's the back. So I'm going to take it out of my Mobile Fidelity inner sleeve. So this is my beautiful Buddy Holly picture disc, and it has two sides to it. So this is the first side, and then this is the back side. I love picture discs, but finding picture discs priced reasonably is it's a lot. But I was able to find this one not too bad. I found it in Amoeba, and so I got this one. Let's put it in the right way here. So there's my Buddy Holly picture disc. Then this is one that my dad picked out, and it's Diana Washington Sings Fats Waller. So this is this one. Here's another one. We have Earth, Wind, and Fire. So my mom really likes Earth, Wind, and Fire. So we got this one, and it has all the peeps inside. So it's got, let's see what this one has. This one has, this one doesn't have one of their major hits, but Earth, Wind, and Fire is good. If you like them, you should listen to September. So this is another country artist. And I love this artist. I think he's really good. He's collabed with, Taylor Swift and all that. And this is none other than, I've seen him in concert too. And this is none other than Chris Stapleton. So this is Starting Over by Chris Stapleton. My mom and I absolutely love Chris Stapleton. So there's Chris Stapleton. Then here's another country artist. I've also seen him in concert. This is the beloved king of country music, George Strait. So this is George Strait. This does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? Any old time, I need something like me, you're dancing this dance all wrong, honky tonk Saturday night, I should have watched that first step, love comes from the other side of town, the cowboy rides away, what did you expect me to do, and the fireman. So that is a really good album. I got that at my local record store. Here's another one. I got this at the thrift store. This is Doris Day. So I have Doris Day. I don't really listen to Doris Day very much, but I have Doris Day. I feel you should have Doris Day. Then I have another Chris Stapleton album. I have Traveler by Chris Stapleton. This is a beautiful cover. I love this one. And his wife's really good in this too. There's Traveler. Then I have this record, which is a unique one. Brand new 1986 re-recording of Shout. This is a giant pink record. And it has Shout, Langer mix, side 2 Shout harder mix, and You Shout mix. So the first one is Shout longer mix, Shout Harder mix and You Shout mix. And that's what's on the Shout. Then I really like, there's a show from the 50s called Donna Reed, and one of the people from Donna Reed, her name was Shelley Fabares. So this is a small record, and it's called Rare Items and Big Hits, Shelley Fabares. My Prayer, Pretty Please, Telephone, Big Star, Billy Boy, How Lovely to Be a Woman, Put a Happy Face on, Kids, He Didn't Love Me, Lost Summer Love, I Know You'll Be There, Welcome Home, Football Season's Over, Ronnie, Call Me When You Get a Chance, Johnny Angel, Johnny Get Away, and Johnny Loves Me. So I think this one's good. I like Johnny Angel. That's, I think, my favorite. And then, so I'm a really big country music fan. I don't like all country music, but I've seen this artist live, and for my birthday one year, all I wanted was, I was like, I want the new Dan and Shay album. So for my birthday, my parents surprised me and got me the signed Dan and Shay Bigger Houses album. I love the song Bigger Houses. So this is Bigger Houses by Dan and Shay. So if you haven't heard it, or if you don't know who they are, they've done songs like Tequila, Speechless, Bigger Houses, and so this one is a really, really good album. This is probably my favorite Dan and Shay album. So I have that one signed. Now we have another John Denver album. This is John Denver Greatest Hits. So it has Leaving on a Jet Plane, Take Me on Country Roads, Poems, Prayers, and Promises, Rocky Mountain High, For Babe. It has a lot of hits on it, so that's a good one. Then I have the Jungle Book soundtrack, because my dad absolutely loves the Jungle Book, so I have the Jungle Book soundtrack. Then I have 41 original hits from the soundtrack of American Graffiti. That's what it says, American Graffiti. So this is another one of those albums that looks like this. So this is American Graffiti, and that has a lot of great hits on it. This is the insert for Dan and Shay, because I think that was the last one I played, so that's Dan and Shay. Then I have the Fifth Dimension Greatest Hits on Earth, and it has Up, Up, and Away, and I love that song. Won't you ride in a beautiful balloon? Up, Up, and Away, Fifth Dimension. Then I've got to see John Mayer in concert, and so this is another great album. So I have his Sob Rock album, because I was like, I have to own John Mayer's Sob Rock. So here's Sob Rock. I know I'm a Swiftie, but I still like John Mayer music. I know it may be controversial, but this is John Mayer. So I love that. Then we have Aloha the King Sisters. So I was at the thrift store one time, and I was going through records, and I found the King Sisters, and so I was like, oh, what are they? Because it looked kitschy and Hawaiian, and I was looking for that music, so therefore I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I picked it up, and it's so kitschy and fun. I recommend picking this up. Aloha the King Sisters. It's my favorite Hawaiian album I have. And then I have another Hawaiian album called Blue Hawaii. Then I have an album called Rowan and Martin's Laughin'. And it's a cool record sleeve because it has this on it. I don't know if you can tell, but this is this record. This has, I don't know why I have this record. This may be something my dad picked out. I have no clue why I have this record. This is just a random one. Then I have, so for Christmas, I had opened all my gifts, and then I was talking with my family, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to put on a record. And my dad said, hold on, wait a minute. And he went out of the room, and he came back in, and he got me the Dan and Shay Christmas album, the signed Dan and Shay Christmas album. And I have to show you what this looks like, the inserts. Whew! They are so good. So the first one is gonna be this beautiful green color. Oh, chef kiss to that, Dan and Shay. And then the second one is going to be, hold on. And then the second one is going to be this beautiful red color. So they did green and red. So claps to Dan and Shay for doing green and red. He loves that. So that is really fun. And so I think Dan and Shay did really good on this. There's a New Year's song on here. And then we are going to do another country record. This is going to be Reba McEntire's Greatest Hits. This has Just a Little Love, He Broke Your Memory Last Night, How Blue, Somebody Should Leave, Have I Got a Deal for You, Only in My Mind, Wherever's in New England, love that song. Little Rock, What Am I Going to Do About You, One Promise Too Late. So this is Reba. I think everybody who likes country music should have at least one Reba album in their collection. Then we have Hawaiian Calls, Greatest Hits, Hawaiian Wedding Songs, and more. This is this. And we have, I love these. So we have Taylor Swift. I absolutely love Taylor Swift music, and I have Lover, Taylor Swift. And I'm gonna open this one because it has this beautiful picture, and her records are this beautiful, it's this beautiful pink color. I'm gonna open it for you. So this is a bubblegum like pink. This is the best shade of pink. I love this. So there's that. And then the other side is going to be this amazing blue color. So we're gonna hold it up like this. And it's like this clear sort of blue color. Love this. So this is one of the records I have. And I don't have many Taylor Swift records because she's really expensive. I hope to collect more, but yeah. So then my last Taylor Swift record I have is going to be Midnights. I got this for my birthday one year. So this is Midnights by Taylor Swift. And this is going to be in a really pretty blue color. I got the midnight blue, which fits really well. Let's see if the other side is different. No, there's no second side. And this on the back forms a clock. I didn't collect all of them because I only need one, but that is Midnights by Taylor Swift. And thank you so much for watching my record collection video today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.